Good evening and welcome back to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen and I am ready for my next layout share. I shared a handful of, I believe, 9 pages yesterday, and I have 9 more pages today. 7 under here, 2 are off to the side because they're still drying, but I will show those to you when I get to them. I wanted to finish up, the last page I shared yesterday was a page from Disney Springs, which used to be Downtown Disney. And so I have the rest of my Downtown Disney or Disney Springs pages under this lovely paper. And a couple of other things that I got started on. So let's get started because I'm tired. And I'm sure you all don't want to be here all night. So here is the first page I made for Disney Springs. I had a ton, one of the challenges with my group that I am in on Scrapbooking with AnneMarie.com was to use flowers in my layout. And I was trying to think of how to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to get something I forgot. I was trying to figure out how to do that when I was documenting us going on the bus to Disney Springs and like walking around shops and stuff. So then I remembered I had this sticker set. It is totally stickers. Copyright date is 2001. That was almost 20 years ago because my daughter was born in 2000. Well, it was 20 years ago. So there you go. So I decided that I would use the word spring and the S from It's and use, I have those cutout letters that are already cut, pre-cut. And so I used a dark purple and just used the word spring. So did Disney Springs and added the little flowers on the side. Used the flowers that are here just to kind of put down here and added the butterfly because it matched with the color scheme. So I use up quite a bit of this. I'm sure I can find a way to use those. I was very excited to get that in here. I did put this little washi tape down here for a little table or stand for my little mat cluster of these 3 small pictures. This is the sign where you wait for your bus to take you where you want to go. There's the bus when it pulled up and my son's getting ready to get on, and then the Disney Springs was on the little thing. And I think it's cool because in the background you can see me and the reflection of me taking the picture. So this paper is, a few of these pages are going to have paper from this Nana's Nursery Baby Boy paper pad. So I am slowly but surely getting there. I still have some, but the cover page fell off. So I thought it was just easier than trying to fight with the paper pad anyway. So there's that. So this border here and this is from that paper pad. This square is from the paper pad. These 2 little bunnies, this one and there's one hidden right here. I fussy cut out of this strip here because it had little animals going down the side, but I didn't want the little animals, but the little bunnies I thought because of spring was good. So Disney Springs. So there is page number 1. Page number 2 is us actually on the bus to Disney Springs, and I took this the first picture I took, and then of my daughter and my son, and then the bus driver got on and said, "You all need to be wearing your masks." So we put our masks on. So that's what I journaled about right here. This paper, everything but this little neon green or lime green border mat here. Every paper on here, and this one, is from that paper pad, the Nana's Nursery, except for the 2 solids, this purpley color on these 3 pictures and the little green picture frame there. And then I just pulled some stickers from some of my florals that are in my bin that I was trying to get used up. Anything that would look good with this color scheme. I didn't mind a little extra pop of this rosy color but I wanted it to kind of be muted for the most part. So that is that. I just cut a piece out and matted it on here. I did cut a little bit out of the middle, which is what you saw on the first page, because I am all about spreading out the paper. So there is that. So that is it for our bus ride into Disney Springs. And the third page is, I'm trying to figure out where to put everything because I've got these two pages that can't be stacked. This is us literally walking into Disney Springs, my husband and my daughter and my son. These are the shirts that I made for them, and me too. So this is them walking into Disney Springs. I just put a little geotag on here. This is a sign that was as we were walking in that said Disney Springs. And actually, this is kind of the concept of this page. I used silver washi to put around here and then matted it on the blue, which is what the sign is too. Had a silver rim around it and then the blue. And then this is just a map of Disney Springs because I figured they wouldn't have like the paper maps. At least I didn't see any. I have this cardboard cutout. I don't know what the official term is. Hold on, I'm going to pull it. It came from this, I think it's Sandy Lion who creates this. Yeah, Sandy Lion. It's a chipboard punch-out sheet. So here is what is missing. You can see all of these things are on this page. Uh-oh, losing stuff. So I just took this, traced it on a piece of this black matte paper. It wasn't big enough for the whole thing, but I figured I would put it down on the bottom anyway. And then I traced it on solid black and just layered them. Put these, the ears are on foam squares. I did the same thing with the hands and this sign. And I'm a terrible fussy cutter, but these actually weren't terrible. I was pretty proud of myself. I put the Mickey hands around the sign like he was holding it. These are not on foam. They're just, I just kind of pushed them up a little bit so they'd have that dimension. They will flatten back out when they're put in a book, but for now, they look fabulous. I used this Project Life card, cut a piece of the bottom of it off and actually tucked it up here so this color scheme would be brought in up there. Made a note about our time at Disney Springs. Sorry, a little buggy just flew by my face. And that we stopped at Starbucks. So I put this little orange coffee cup right here. That's why I also wrote Starbucks here. And another place we stopped by but did not go in, which is noted on another page, is the Lego store. So this is page number 3. All right. Okay. I need more space. All right, page number 4. We went into the TRex store. It's like a store on one side, almost like a museum, like a museum, and then a restaurant on one side. And there's like I think they have some artifacts over on the restaurant side, but we didn't get to go over there because we were not eating. We just went into the store, which is where this big dude is, and I took a picture of him. He kept moving. Every once in a while he'll move. Ugh, there's a little bug flying around, sorry. So I put it on brown paper, took it 8.5 by 11 and turned it sideways. And then I already had this dinosaur paper torn from where I created a page for I Would Be Willing to Bet. I used this piece of the torn paper on my Disney layout for the dinosaur rides in Animal Kingdom. I'd be willing to bet. Ooh, my husband just sneezed. Bless you. I use this piece of washi here to give this picture a table and a little place for me to put these extra little baby dinosaurs. I put them up here originally and they just really blended in to this paper. I did make a point of leaving as many of the T-Rexes visual and not covered up by the pictures of the washi, because that's the whole point of this, like the name of the store. And then I just journaled down here about how we went in there, and my husband and my daughter both bought a T-Rex shirt, which ended up being lots of fun for us. And the next day when we went to the park with them. So this is layout number 5. 2, 4. Nope, 4. Oh my goodness, I can't keep up. Let's see, 6, 7. That was 4, so this is 5. Sorry. Okay, so this is from the Lego store. This is right outside. It's the magical Mickey, and this is some of the Star Wars characters, and then a dragon, and I think it's from Lego's Ninjago, maybe. And then this is the serpent that's in the water, and he's been there a long time because he was there when we went in 2013 too. Henceforth, why I put it on this paper, that is, I don't know. Oh, I do know, because I have the branding strip. I think I put it in my, I'm keeping track. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I had it. I'm keeping track. Here it is. It is, oh, Sandy Lion. Well, I'll be darned. Yeah, it's called Sea Serpent, but I've had this since, 2008. No big deal. Yeah. So I thought this was perfect paper for this because, I mean, it really does look quite similar to this dude in the water. So I used that here. I did not put anything else on here except for this Legos and the pre-cut letters because I felt like it was enough. And I really enjoy this page. So I did a little journaling down here about how we did not go into the Lego store, but we did enjoy looking at the stuff here. I used a sticker from one of my Mickey Mouse sets that says it started with the mouse. Under this mouse picture, the one about Mickey Mouse, and then I used some Star Wars washi under this picture, just tucked some Mickey Mouse ears here. There's a little dragon blowing fire here, and then I put this extra water for oomph and this oh boy sign, and that came from the Echo Park 6x6 pad. So I really like this page. I do need to put it on some cardstock so it'll be a little bit more sturdy, especially since the layout is all one-sided. So there is that. That is page 5. This is page 6, and it might be one of my favorites tonight. When we were in downtown Disney, we went into the Star Wars store, of course, because we're big Star Wars people, especially my husband and children. My son decided he wanted to buy Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. He wanted this little dude. He's got a magnet on his bottom and a little magnet you put under your shirt sleeve, and he'll sit on your shoulder. So I had ordered these Grogu stickers because there were some other, I couldn't find a lot of Star Wars stuff for when we went to Galaxy's Edge. So I thought, well, I'm going to get these, and I'm going to use, hold on, I'm going to get them. I'm going to use the Star Wars things. See, it's got a bunch of Star Wars. I thought, well, I could at least use those and like the little stars and stuff. And if I could find a way to use some of the other ones, then I will. And I wasn't thinking about the little dude that my son bought. So I took that advantage to use up everything that's missing from this. And these are not acid free and not lignin free and all that good jam. So I did make it I was very sure not to have it touch my pictures. I'm not too concerned about the rest of it, but I didn't want it touching directly on the picture. So everything is on here. I had this set. Oh, I think I got these at like Big Lots or something. Probably 10 years ago or more. And I've never, ever even opened it and used it. Every single letter is in here. And it's got a big letter like this. One for each out of the letter to the alphabet. And then there's a little 4 set of each of the letters in the alphabet. In these little different patterns. And they're not all the same. They're different. And so once you take the big letter out, there is a frame and then the piece that has the negative. So you can use it in multiple ways. So I used the frame, I used the letter G, and originally I had it like this, and I had put this here. And there's an O under there, like one just like this, that's an O. and it just looked weird to me. Like it almost looked like it said Orogu, like this was an O, and the G is just kind of, you know, hidden. And so I decided that I'd put a G on there and move this over to be the O for the name Grogu. And I just left this G appear with all the little baby Yodas in the middle. And I used a piece of my washi tape that I got for Star Wars stuff. And then this Yoda paper, I went ahead and put it on here, even though it's not Yoda. I did get that off Amazon, although I think you can get them at Joann's. It's this Cricut brand deluxe Star Wars paper, and this is, I don't know if there's a specific name for this one because I got two different ones and I don't see any kind of name on it, but this one had Yoda. So I fussy cut down the side, like the whole sheet is covered like this, and so I just fussy cut down the side of one side and then kept this straight side because I wanted to have like a stopping point so it didn't just run off the page. So, and then I triple layered this on different colors that made me think of Yoda and his little friend, Grogu. So, and then like I said, I used as many of these as stickers as I could that didn't look over the top and ridiculous to me. And that way I wasn't wasting a bunch of crazy stickers. But they are really cute. Like, he's a really cute little dude. And I am using this whenever I can find a picture of us eating. Yep. I'm going to use that snack time, even though I did not eat a single frog while we were gone. Okay, so on my last page for Disney Springs is this one. As we were on our way out, there were these two people playing the fiddle. And it was really great. Like, they were playing current songs on the fiddle. Super great. So I matted this on yellow, like a light yellow. Then I matted it on black, and there had this little piece of a brighter yellow that was rounded and looked like the moon to me. So I tucked it in there, and then this is the same color as the moon. I matted it, and then I put it on this like tissue paper, pretty much is what this is. Cut a little square of it and tucked it over here so that you could see these things against the start paper. I had already taken a paintbrush and some acrylic paint and just flicked like a light yellow and an ivory onto the paper and let it dry. And so, because it was at Disney at night. And then this is us on our way back on the bus at night as well. So I just wrote Disney Springs at night. This was a shorter banner that I had pre-cut long ago on my Cricut. So I just cut it in half and tucked it on either side and matted my picture. And then I just journaled down here about us being on our way out. We stopped to listen to the live music. And I finished off one more of my sticker sheets with these, some of these notes. And I love the way this turned out too. All right, and then I decided to go to our hotel, and I did 2 pages from our resort. This is inside our food court that we had in the All-Star Movies Resort. So these are our coffee cups. I matted it on this waffle paper because this is from breakfast, the only time we had coffee. And if you could look closely, you can see all the syrup and creamer containers in the background. So I put a coffee over here for me and a coffee over here for my husband and a little thing down here that came off of, let's see, here's the coffee cups. They are Recollection brand and they're so cute, and I've obviously used quite a few of them. And the Pick Me Up sticker came off of this American Crafts Stickers Pick Me Up. And I thought that was a very fitting sticker for the coffee. These came off of this Jolie's Boutique Hollywood stickers. And I plan on using these in Hollywood Studios. So you will see the rest of the stuff in this layout. Since I won't be going to Hollywood anytime soon, it's the perfect time to use it. And that's where these stars and this reel came from, because this is called the Silver Screen Spirits. This is where you got like your coffee creamers and stuff. And then this is where the beverages were, like your coffee and drinks. I just made notes down here about my son and notes over here about where this picture was taken. This is the cups that we got. and whose they belong to, me, my son, me, my husband, and my daughter. And then I made a note about how we got them and typically filled them with water, except for when we were at our resort, we always got fruit punch. And then made a note down here about the coffee and how my husband could just go with the sugar, but I had to have a ton of creamer. And my son tried our coffee for the first time. And then I just added this little cup over here for an extra embellishment, and it came from these Miss Grossman stickers that I've had forever. And then this is actually a Disney border. Just trying to see if I can find the one that it came from. It's one of these Sandy Lion sets that I've had since, I think, 2007 when we went to Disney the first time. Almost positive. And this is just a little extra balloon that I had, and it matches this balloon color. Not a Mickey shape, but that's okay. Then I took my silver stickles and just added a few little extra dots. And then my last page for today is breakfast. Now, I have saved this paper for a long time. I got it. It's in a bunch of like Mom's Diner or something. I can't remember the brand. Oh, I have a branding strip for that too. I said that, and every time I go to look at the branding strip in my little container, it's missing. Oh, it's Recollections brand, and it is Mom's Diner. Waffles is the name of this paper. Now, I've had it for a long time. I think 2008 is what it had said, or maybe even longer than that. But this is the most perfect layout I could have used it for. I think I originally thought about using it on New Year's because we used to make Belgian waffles, but this was perfect. So I took my little cutout. This is the only piece I had of this, so I decided to put this. This is way too much for a whole page. So I put this 8x8 in the middle and I gotta be careful because the stickles are still wet. Cut the back out. Use that piece that I cut to make 3 of these because every time we got waffles, we got 3 of them. Cut 3 Mickey Mouses out of them, which I love. Matted this picture of my daughter and my son before we had breakfast and while they were eating breakfast and then of our breakfast. And matted all of these up. And then I put these 2 ears on some foam so they'd stand up a little bit. This Enjoy came from the Echo Park sticker pack that came with my set that my friend gave me. I have this little Disney or Mickey Mouse head, a little plastic pop up, and I've been putting a Mickey head on most all of my layouts, but not all of them. But those are the Disney brand by EK Success. I was looking for them, but they're nope, that's not them either. They're in my little box over here. And then because I felt like it was disappearing into this paper, I took my black pen and traced all the way around, and I may still go back because I still feel like it kind of is falling into this waffle. I may go back with a thicker marker and like sketch around and not just trace. I was just trying to give it a little dimension and definition between this paper and this red. Looks like it's a hole that this is all falling into. So I then did sketchy lines around my pictures and added this smiles from ear to ear, which I thought was appropriate because they're eating Mickey Mouse's ears, which is super, crazy. Anyway, so I did sketch around those, and then I added this, and this is from the Echo Park 6x6 paper pad, and did some stickles all around to add a little extra pop of fabulousness. And like I said, other than that, I feel like I don't want to journal on this because it's not really anywhere that would be fitting. So I did already journal on the drink page, and my next set of this whole stack is the resort, and so my next thing is the world premiere food court, which is where we were. So I'll probably do more journaling there because I don't have as many pictures. So that will be on, I think, tomorrow's agenda. But I will make more notes on there about like the meals that we ate and things like that. But this was every single morning. We had breakfast at the food court and had Mickey waffles. So, or at least somebody did. My daughter had them every day, I think. Anyway, so that was number 9. So that is my 9 lamps. I can't stack that one, but I think that I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. I keep making notes. Let's see. The pages that I just completed make 62 pages in my Disney book. And I have not even been home for 2 weeks. So I guess that says something about how determined I am to get these Mickey pages taken care of, because I want to get them in a book so that I can take them places and show them off. You know, you get these books or these pictures printed or your phone and you take it somewhere, and or you know, you take it to your friends. Sorry, I'm sticking that paper back up there. You go over to your friends or family's house and you're like, oh, and here's this picture and here's this picture and this is what we were doing. I don't want to do that. I mean, I've done it a little with some people, but I really want to go and say, and this is when we did this, and look at all of this, and look at this awesomeness, you know. I mean, that just feels better to me. So that's the goal. I'm working on getting this done before school starts back up, and that is fast approaching. I work in a school, and I need to get this stuff mostly wrapped up before then. So I have a little over a month. So I don't know if I'll get done, but if I can do 60 pages in 2 weeks, that's pretty good. So anyway, I hope that you all had a wonderful day. I hope maybe you got some ideas or inspiration from some of these pages. And I hope that you got a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.